Good afternoon. We're back with more Marvel Snap. Beginning the day at rank 105 and 7 cubes. We're playing a little Death Wave today. This is a variant that I saw on snap.fan and I thought looked interesting. I do like control type decks that have some interactability with the opponent's board. I think each deck that I've played up to Infinite has had that. Well, Lockjaw didn't really, but anyway, try this out. 2 of the 3 decks I did. There was a Zabu deck with Enchantress and Shang-Chi, and then the have some garbage type deck that I played this season. Wave is meant to be played on turn 5. Interesting, my opponent doesn't mind giving me the hood. I'll take that. And continuing to try Kang in different decks. Well, Enchantress is not useful at the moment. I don't fear Killmonger anymore. That's curious. Facing an actual Death Wave? Looks that way. So we'll get a look at the RNG here, where things are going to go, and I can try to plan my Shang-Chi play accordingly. I don't know if when I copy the Kang and it copies somewhere, is that also where my Shang-Chi would go? Oh, right, my opponent has initiative. So he's going to play Death and Squirrel Girl. I have initiative, unfortunately. Should be fine. Kang didn't really do anything there except give me confidence. Would have done the exact same thing if I didn't have Kang. This actually isn't Death Wave. I don't know why I named the deck that. It's DoomWave. So is it worth waving to get Sarah out early? I'd rather save wave for turn 5. Psylocke is for getting Sarah out early. Here, is it worth playing Psylocke at all? I don't think so. I'd rather Sarah over wave, I think. Dr. Doom to a 4. That's actually helpful. Okay. I was thinking I probably would win, but there are some scenarios where I could lose. So I'll take the free cube. Play Psylocke next turn to get out Leech. Never mind. Wondering if Lizard should actually be Zabu to make Shang-Chi and Enchantress cheaper. So between Sarah and Wave on turn 5, I would Wave if I had She-Hulk in hand. Kitty Pride. I have no issue with that. I would have preferred it to go there, actually. Okay, that's fine. Wasn't feeling that confident. I don't really have much. Picking up a couple of King cubes. Suits me. I suspect that Sarah Kang bluffs are going to be very effective at picking up cubes if I ever am actually behind. Uh, no need to Psylocke here, I don't think. I could get out She-Hulk early. Could do that, I guess. Okay. So Kitty Pryde decks don't like Wave. They'll probably just pick it up again, so there's no point in dragging it to Rickety Bridge. Oh, I guess it would have destroyed it. That would have been funny. But I don't know if it'd be that good, really. Sadness for my opponent. Probably. Want to see what he does. I do have Enchantress for the Darkhawk. Would drop him down to 9 power. But I don't really have anything else. Interesting, he's giving up Rickety Bridge. So if I go up to 9 and drop him to 18, no, I still lose. I have nothing here. another bounce deck. Seems like a lot of people bought Kitty Pryde. It's a very buggy card. I'm still going to play Polaris, even with the risk of it going to Murder World. If it does, I'll pull like his Demon and Hood there. And Daredevil, and that'll be... So I kind of hope it does go to Murder World. Oh wait, I forgot it doesn't pull everything. Okay, of course. So that's fine. Net power gain of 1 for me. Enchantress here or Sunspot? Probably just skip, put the power in Sunspot. I don't think I'm going to wave here. It's not that good with it being +1 cost. Okay. Let's see what he's gonna do. Okay. So far it seems like Kang evens out the rank climb. He prevents big losses, also may prevent some big wins, but I think in a lot of decks, putting Kang in there will result in a nice, slow, but steady climb up the ladder. There's some decks he just won't work in, but I think almost every deck he'll contribute something. And can turn losses into wins, and that's really rare for one card to be able to do that. And the way he does that is through the Kang bluff. When you don't really have anything, but you snap and end up getting a win because your opponent folded even though you didn't have anything. Do I play Wave here? And then get out, like, Leech? Or Dr. Doom? I think I do. Just to stop my opponent from playing a lot of cards next round. Okay. We'll go ahead and leech here. And then we'll Kang bluff and then see what my opponent does. My other option is Sarah, but that doesn't really give me anything for turn 6 if my plan is to Dr. Doom. Leech is 1 less power and may give me a positive effect. Okay, so down by 5. This is a game I definitely wouldn't mind my Kang bluff winning. Should have actually played Kang to Murder World, since there's no chance it could get Cosmoed there. That was lazy. Excellent. I had nothing. I had no way to win Murder World. And very little chance to win any of the other lanes either. Kang turned an absolute loss into a win there. With the Kang bluff cheese. And it's only a 1 cube win instead of a 1 cube loss, but those extra 2 cubes, it's not so easy for a card to step in and like actively gain you full cubes. If you look at the card statistics on Snap.fan, it's like a good card is gonna average like, I don't know, half a cube per game or something like that. So each time that you see Kang gain me like 2 cubes off of a bluff, that's strong. Doesn't seem like much, but it's strong. So that interaction actually doesn't work right now. It's supposed to make Kitty Pryde cost 1 less, it just doesn't. Because it's buggy. My opponent may be realizing that for the first time, or maybe he already knows, I don't know.
Spider-Man here.
I had no idea what I would get from that. So, if you're wondering why Absorbing Man didn't copy Spider-Man, the card has to be on the table now. It has to be still on the table before Absorbing Man will copy it. Opponent has 7 cards in hand, so... probably going to play Dr. Doom next round. Kitty Pryde was worth 0 because it doesn't gain +2 power when Beast returns it to hand. I don't know if that's intended or not. According to the text of the card, it probably is intended. It should then cost 0 after that, but it didn't because it's buggy. But it probably shouldn't get the +2 power from returning to hand with Beast, because that would be counterintuitive with the text of the card. I think to get the +2 power, you have to return it to your hand manually, but it should get the cost discount from Beast, at least in my opinion. And currently it's unknown whether it doesn't because of a bug or if it doesn't because it's intended not to. Play Psylocke next round and then play Sarah on 4. And it's going to go to Mojo World as well. Actually, I have a really strong wave play here. Wave, Enchantress, and then next turn like Doom She-Hulk. I think that's how it works with the Sarah buff, right? Yep. I'll just play it to Vibranium Mines. Yep. Just got a nice, slow, steady climb with the DoomWave. Not losing anything big, but... or not winning anything big, but not losing anything big either, and winning more than we're losing. Kang is contributing. I think he fits well in this deck. Might be the best fit that I've seen so far, or maybe DoomWave is just in a good spot right now. Do think it's a fairly strong deck at the moment. Yeah, I'll rip Kang. I don't really want to put this to Warrior Falls, it'll just get destroyed later. Seeing a lot more destruction decks now that I'm playing Wave. I do believe in the conspiracy theory that your deck affects the matchmaker. Just playing Enchantress here for the points. I don't think there's anything to Enchantress in the destruction decks. And should I play Sarah or Leech next round? See whether I have initiative or not. Alright, I think I'll run Leech here. If I played Sarah, what would my turn 6 play be? Well, depends on whether I have initiative. I think my path to win is not having initiative and then being able to Shang-Chi. So, I think I have a better chance to win if I play Sarah. Only way my opponent wins Grand Central is with a big card. Would they play a big card there? Let's do something like this. Okay. That may have been a bot. It's hard to say. So maybe I should have snapped there. If you want to make a DoomWave deck and you don't have Kang, you could just slot in America Chavez. That slot's really open, I think, but America Chavez would be perfectly fine there. I hope this hits New York. Thank you. They'll nerf the Zabu. That's annoying. Play Sarah or play Leech? Leech will hit my opponent harder if he's gonna play Dino on turn 6 or Darkhawk. Okay, yep. Just an instant retreat. It's a constant stream of 1 and 2 cube wins. Psylocke is not intended to be played on turn 2. Play it on turn 3 in order to get out Sarah. Not scared of Killmonger, because my opponent already played his 1/6. I actually want to Leech here instead of Sarah. Against Death Destruction decks, Leech is devastating. Play Sarah instead of Wave because I don't have She-Hulk. Now we'll do a bluff. I'm bluffing that I have Shang-Chi here. It's likely I'll be retreating from this one though, since I don't, nor do I have any way to deal with either Nowhere or Shadowland. But I'm pretending that I have like Killmonger Shang-Chi. Yep, my opponent believed it. So I was kind of like repping a Sarah Miracle deck here. The Psylocke probably looked a little unusual, but when you see Sarah, you figure counter cards. So my opponent was scared that I would play like Killmonger, Nova, Shang-Chi or something like that and just wipe him out. So in that case, Kang turned a 2-cube loss into a 2-cube win with the Kang bluff. Not many cards in the game could have done that. In fact, I'm not sure there is another one that could have turned that loss into a win. Well, Doom can add 20 power to each lane. Looks like a Kitty Pryde deck. Okay. So I think I'll do nothing here. Wave on 5. Doom on 6 at Bar Sinister. Possibly She-Hulk on 6 as well at the big house. That doesn't make a lot of sense at the moment. I hope I draw Kang. Okay. There's Kang. Get to see what he's gonna do. Mainly I want to see if Doom is gonna be able to, or if She-Hulk is gonna be able to win the big house. Not really worried about Plunder Castle. Wait, my opponent did nothing? Is this a bot? Does he have nothing to play?
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Oh, snap.
Okay. So I shouldn't have Kanged there. I should have just played Doom She-Hulk. I wasn't thinking that Wave made his whole hand 4 cost, and that means no Plunder Castle and no Big House. That was a really dumb play that I did. I should have just, and the second time I should have just gone to Showdown with no snap, but I was actually thinking it might be a bot. That's why I snapped. But I was thinking it might be a bot because I forgot that since all of his cards cost 4, he didn't play anything because he actually couldn't play anything. But I guess the ideal play would have been snap and then play Doom and She-Hulk. But, or the next best would have been just play Doom and She-Hulk, don't snap. So I played that poorly, but I haven't had Wave for very long, so I'm still getting used to it. That's my excuse. We'll zap the Zabu here. Interesting. My turn 6 play is pretty strong.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. All systems go.
Let's take a look. Okay, unfortunately I can't beat that. Best I can do is 8 power there. Alright, seems like a good place to stop, so very productive with this deck. I like it. It's not flashy, but it definitely gets the job done. Thank you for watching.